Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Aussie today? So as expected yesterday, we did get our downside. And this range bar here that was formed on the daily, just put a target on. The breakout target was the 200 moving average on the daily, and that was tagged. Okay, so today, I think the key levels that we need to watch today is obviously the 200-day moving average. I'm just going to put a line on that, and then I'm going to add to the bottom here, because this essentially is bottom of range. Okay, so this is bottom of range, and we have another range sitting there, albeit a pretty untidy range that we did break out, and we've come back into the range and we tested the bottom. That's kind of the area that I'm looking at today. And one other thing to point out is that we are still sitting on this 20 and 200 moving average. Pretty much all the moving averages are in the middle of the Bollinger Band, which is a perfect example of confusion. Okay, so let's get down to the 4-hour. Now we were looking pretty stretched on the 4-hour. You can see the oscillators to the top with these diversions, and what we have now is the overbought conditions have eased off, and we're kind of in no man's land at the moment. So I would suspect that we find some support here. It's a pretty strong level if you look to the left. So on the 4-hour, we don't really have a trend at the moment. We are consolidating. So this was the uptrend, and now we're still consolidating. And I suppose the beauty about the Aussie is consolidation is 1,000 points. So you can still make money in the consolidation. There's nothing really else that we need to worry about here. Okay, apart from the 200 moving average on the 4-hour, which is in the same area as the daily 200 moving average. Okay, now let's get down to the 1-hour. Right, so we had a pretty big gap down. I suppose there was a bit of a short here, and then there was a bit of a long available as well back to retest the 200 moving average breakout. But that was pretty much it, and I'll show you the short that would have been here, and pretty much you would have aimed for the inside tails here. So either this one or this one. So call it a 300-point short that was available, and then you had a 200-odd point long. At which point you could have probably taken a short again here for a move down. But anyway, it was a tight day in comparison to the other days, that is. So what do we have here? So first things first, we have broken the 200 moving average, and we are testing it. Okay, now you've got to understand that we've got the daily 200 moving average over here, we've got the 4-hour sitting here, and we've got the 1-hour sitting here. So all the 200 moving averages are in this area. Okay, so there's a lot of resistance, just indicating a lot of resistance. And if you look to the left, you can see there's a lot of support here. Okay, so the probability of price breaking through this is pretty low. The higher probability is that we're going to break to the upside. Not necessarily all the way back to the top here, but the probability is for a move back to the upside. And the most logical target for me, I'm just going to use this line here, would be the high of yesterday. Okay, that would be the most logical first target. Okay, also we have the oscillator all grouped together, so that is also an indication that we are going to have some form of retracement. Now, if we just drop down to the half-hour quickly, and what I want to do is just use the open range breakout strategy. You can see target 2 was profit taking, and target 3 pretty much was where your target was. Okay, so now before we get down to that, I want to show you why I say there was a short available. So we're all about probability. Okay, now we've had a pretty big gap down. So the gap down was 350 points. And now when you've got a massive gap like this, the probability is you will still run a little bit further before either consolidating or reversing. Okay, so the first bar, and I'm on the 6-minute chart, so the first bar indicates that there will be some continuation. Okay, normally you're looking for a retracement into the 50% of this bar. If it breaks the height of this bar, then it's out. So the two ways of trading this is you wait for this pullback. The next bar is a doji. Okay, so your entry would pretty much, let's just do this. Your entry would be on a break of this bar here with a stop above here. Okay, so that would have been your entry for the short, and it's kind of stressful because this is in the first half hour of trading, and then when the trading actually opens, it's normally pretty volatile. So you would have your stop a couple of points above this high. Well, when I say a couple, probably 20, 25 points above this high. Just make sure that you don't get stopped out. And then that would have been your trade to the bottom of the range, which is down here. Okay, then this area, you see it came back. This is definitely a long, and it would have been a long that just waited forever. Okay, back to the top of the range where you could have had another short. So this is kind of, it was a nothing day, but there was money here. Okay, so this range was, just call it 280 points. Okay, so this is something to watch out for. When you do have big gaps down like this and your first candle is red, look for the retracement, look for a reversal. You see that's a reversal bar, and then take your stab at it, but keep a tight stop. And 9 times, well, not 9 times out of 10, let's say 7 times out of 10, you're going to get another move down before it either consolidates or it reverses. Okay, so for today, what we're going to do is just go to the hour, and I'm going to delete all the noise. Let's start with a half hour though. So first things first, the closing range was pretty much like that. Okay, so first trade is a break up will give us the range height targets, target 2, target 3. Okay, so those are the targets to the upside. A break to the downside will be pretty violent because we are bottom of range. Okay, so just bear in mind that a break below this level here is going to be extremely bearish. Okay, because then you've got multiple targets. You've got a magnet of a gap. You've got this level. You've got all these tails here. So you've got quite a long move potential. Okay, because beyond this, there's nothing really that's going to stop it. Maybe that, but more than likely, this will be the level to stop. So any break below, sorry, 58.50 is going to indicate more downside. Okay. So what are we looking to play today? So I'm looking for a break of the 200 moving average on the hour, which would pretty much be the range break as well. So let's put a line in here. So we're looking for a break above this level here. Okay, so that is 51,220. Call it 220. So a break above 51,220 is going to bring us as a first target 51,450 as our first target. So that would be the most logical target. You can see the 20 moving average will probably be in that area. The 40 will be in this area as well. So that's my outlook for today is I'm looking for a bounce off this bottom, and whether it's a bounce back to the top of the range or whether it's just a bounce and then a break. But for me, let me use this line here. For me, we've had a range, and then it's broken to the upside, and now we've come back into the range. So I'm still playing this break of the range. So this was a break of the range up, and for me, I'm still looking for this measured move until this breaks the downside. That is a point where it's a reversal. So at this stage, it's still a consolidation for a move to the upside. Okay, so that's my trend, and that's the way I'm playing this. Okay, so let's look at this close off on the 12-minute, and let's have a look at what's happening on the rest of the world. 10 cents up 0.5%. Japan's up 1%, and the US futures is up 0.5% roughly as well. So I think there could be some consolidation after the trade war fears, and for me, this is going to not be a consolidation, continuation down. This is going to be consolidation reversal. So we could actually just argue that that's our breakout target, but we're looking for, let's be conservative here. We're looking for a break above this level, which is, so we're looking for a break above this level on the 12-minute. And this high here is 51,240. Break above that will bring this target into place, 51,450. Break above that will bring a retest of the bottom area here into play, and that is 51,735. Okay, so that's kind of my play for today, is I'm looking for longs off the bottom here, and we'll just play it by ear to see how far we're going to go. But you do have some sizable targets up here. Okay, so that's my take on the Aussie. Hope it helps, and stay safe, enjoy the day, and I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, man.